Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Domas going on a walk and talk podcast again today. I'm just passing by the nursery, kindergarten next to my house, and this one child was just looking at me like their eyes just fixated, just observing a passerby. And those pure eyes, and they're not looking for a reaction. They're waiting for you to react. They're waiting to see what you will do, and I guess, I don't know, maybe I have like a big big little child inside of me, but there's something to do with children where you can just kind of deny that, just look at them, look away. But when you kind of, when our eyes met, she was just like looking at some other entity, some other, I don't know, like being from another planet, and you can smile at them or you can just look away. If you look away and you looked away, the connection is gone. But when you keep that contact, keep that smile, they might grow up thinking that other people are, at an early age, they form their thinking, and the thinking is like really absorbent. It's like a sponge, so it's like, if you see people around you, especially people you don't know, who are smiling and who are happy, then you form maybe a different kind of view than what I think of the world, You might be thinking that people around you should be smiling, and not should be happy, rather than just like completely gone in their own little heads, in their own worlds, and not connecting. And it's funny, it's a paradox when you're on your own, when you're good on your own, then you really love people. Like, I love people. But when I spend too much time with people, I get a bit tired, a bit drained, and so being a bit further away, keeping people at a distance, it keeps that smile on my face, for them. And recording these videos, for example, for you, there's a bit of a distance, but there's also closeness, because I wouldn't say these things to people that I meet, I wouldn't have that time to I wouldn't have somebody listening to me for 10-15 minutes a day, which some of you are doing, which I'm grateful for. And I know who you are. I see you. So it's like, even 10-15 people listening, even if it's not for the whole video, it's just like tuning in for at least a little bit. It's like, it's a big thing for me. So when we pay attention to one another, instead of just like paying attention to our own world, in our own worlds. Our own world is important, but it's also like what is going on around, like How many people do you touch with your, I don't know, with your gifts, with your good energy? You know, I did a tattoo for a friend yesterday, and she was so happy. I was like hesitant. I didn't know if I did a good job or not, and she was like, I love this. I love the way this looks, you know, like this is exactly how I wanted it, like everything, just over the top good. And she works with children, actually. So we connected whilst I was doing a tattoo, and that's another way to connect with people whilst I'm working on them, whilst I'm doing tattoo for them. And I'm thinking, when I'll be doing massages, I'm starting to train on September. That will be another way to connect with people. And I've always kind of kept myself to myself, like mostly wanting to spend time on my own and really being distracted by people, you know. But now I'm finding ways how to connect with people, and that brings in a bit of a income, you know. So I don't feel like I'm wasting my energy, you know. And people, it feels like people appreciate it, you know. I never thought that it would be like that, you know, people would pay you for who you are, because you're starting to appreciate it, appreciate your time and appreciate your efforts. And, you know, not everybody is that conscious. Not everybody is spending that time focusing on somebody else, spending on giving, you know. It's like a lot of taking. I was listening to a video today where some alien species interfered with a jet pilot or a pilot of an aircraft, and that pilot woke up like an hour later or something like kind of came back into his body, like went into a trance. And some alien species during that time were communicating with the world through this being, saying, you know, you're the only species that still use war as I don't remember exactly how they said, but basically it's like they can interfere if we start going to complete disasters. But yeah, I love that video. I listened to another video that made me really scared or something. It was interesting to see how the universe works, because moments later I completely forgot about it. I forgot what video was it that made me scared, that was like, I don't know, it just completely escaped my mind. So I love how the universe works like that, you know. And listening to Alan Watts, man, somehow that guy, I will want to listen to his lectures on my deathbed, because he's pretty calming me down. And I've noticed like how I slow down and doing all the things, because to me, like not working or having a job, I just noticed that it's almost as stressful as having a job. You know, it's like I go through almost the same emotions, apart from the fact that I don't have to go into work, but I'm also not earning a salary, you know. So it's like everything evens out. But I think times will change, and it will change pretty soon. And it's been good. It's been nice having you to talk to every single day, and especially today. I was like, didn't think I will have anything to say, but just found this rock that says 8TSQ hashtag, or hashtag 8TSQ and up. We'll probably leave it there. Maybe it's some devil's ritual. Maybe not. I don't think that it is. But I felt like I didn't have anything to say today. But I think because I slowed down, and this is like I was gonna rush to do my things, and I was gonna, I don't know, like I'm still gonna go for a walk, and part of me just wants to like slow down, because I noticed that once I slow down, I actually speed up in a way, because by speeding up, I'm not doing anything like good, because I think the world is already in a state of, I think that we're here, like certain people, like certainly if you're watching this, I think you're a searcher and you're looking for meaning in people and, goodness in people. And I think that for some of us, like some people, that I don't find myself as somebody that has a lot of power in this world, but I think that there's still power, but we just don't see it. We don't see what kind of power it is. It is like hidden power. It's like positive energy. It's like we're like these creatures walking around and emitting positive energy, and we have to be alive. That's why we have to stay alive. We need to just be and live through this life, because I seriously don't feel the motivation to do basically anything but draw. And even that sometimes is, I find myself like talking myself out of it, or going and doing something like walking around, because I feel like I might be doing more good to myself as I'm walking around, but I still draw, and I still do my drawings, but I'm saying a lot of things. But what I wanted to say is that we're all here to do a certain mission. And somebody said to me once, it's like, maybe you just need to be, maybe being is enough, Yeah, people like push you into, you have to do this or you have to do that, but if you're an adult and you just think that you want to take a break from everything and you want to just step back, maybe that's what you should do, Like I was already rushing out through the door, and I was like, there's a cup that needs to be washed, and I was like, I'll wash it later. And then the second voice just came in, like this calm, very calm voice, like very, like those white mushrooms there. Very calm voice, just like, do it now. You're not in a rush. So we're not in a rush. We can take a break. We can have a summer. We can enjoy ourselves. So if you're in a rush to do stuff, we won't get anywhere quicker. You know, if alien species are coming telling us that, you know, we need to sort our shit out, we're definitely not going the right direction, you know. Consuming more and producing more just to consume more, it's like, that's not, what good is it doing, you know? What good is it doing to the planet, to you? I mean, yes, I could be having more, I could have a car, you know, but part of me is like, I don't have enough money, but part of me is like my principles. I just, do I really need the things that I need, you know? And I think part of me was like quitting jobs because I was like, this is nonsense, I don't need this shit, you know? I'm not doing anything good. Another part is self-sacrifice, so you need to sacrifice yourself, your life for something better. So I'm choosing a path now that could make other people's lives better and heal other people, and use my energy to heal people, and hopefully that will work out well. But it was just a logical decision where I'm at. You know, it's a spa town, it's a rehabilitation town, so I thought these teachings are free, so I might as well go for it. And I went, and I'm still doubting, but I'm just realizing, let's sacrifice ourselves towards this direction. And I think a lot of things are starting to get digested, and I'm understanding more stuff as I'm letting myself rest. So take it easy and let yourself rest a little bit. Okay? Go see your grandma or mom or dad or a friend. And I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'm proud of you. I love everything that you're doing. Keep on doing the good work, and I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love. This was Domas, to all the peoples and extraterrestrials. Let's bring peace upon this earth. Let's be, meditate. Take care.